Asim kuo because I say uche onye adeyanjo. Asikwa mu kuo n'uche nke mu. This our brother with lots of intelligence. This guy is supposed to be the Chief Justice of Biafra land. In fact, anywhere you see this guy, my dear, make sure you make him feel comfortable. The wisdom in this guy's brain is something. Even the whites, if they get hold of this guy, my dear, they will make him the prime minister of the whole world. But I don't want to talk too much because people complain now that I talk too much. So let us just go straight to the reason why we're here. Let's all listen to Ihede. There is light, the light of Africa. He titled this message, Money or Power, which one is more better? Anyway, you are going to hear it from the horse's mouth. A pastor that are meant to be open, there's no any point. A kind of scratching it. You know, trying to pinch it. You just wait. When you get to wherever you are going, then you can open it and see the content of it by yourself. So I don't want to pin this pastor now. I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth. Then, after that, we come back for more discussions. But don't forget, this message needs to go viral. A lot of our people need to be liberated from their mental slavery. Mostly, the Igbos.
Which rules the world? Between money and power, which rules and dictates the affairs of this world? You know, this is one of the most favorite arguments we did during our secondary school days. It was the criminal Paul who was talking in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 from verse 11. He says, when I was a child, I think and I talk and I act like a child. He says, but now I am an adult, I gave up childish things. The person who is postulating this argument of money and power, which is more powerful, the first question to ask the person is, who prints the money? Who is the person who prints the money? Who determines what is money and the legal tendency in the economy? That is the people with the power, who is the government. The government can decide that today, all the money you have both in your account and your cash is no longer a legal tendency, and you will discover you can no longer use it to buy anything. The government can decide that that place you build house, that place you build your oil well, that we will now use that land as a place to build university, federal university, and they will demolish that land without even compensating you.
This guy, in fact, I have promoted him now to be the speaker of all the whole Biafrans nationwide, both home and in diaspora. We move.
Money and power, which is more powerful? The government holds the authority. The man who controls the power determines the affairs of who live and who die. He owns all land in the economy. He says all land belongs to the government. They dictate who live and who die. And so I'm speaking this because of my Igbo brothers who have subscribed to the ideology that Igbos have money, but the North has power. Because the person who has money only has a paper in his hand, but the man who has power determines who live and who die. And why is it so? It is because the North have understand the principle of unification of their population. They understand that we need to be in our culture, which is polygamy, which will, number one, connect us to the ground to produce food. Number two, marry off all our women. Number three, produce populous children. Number four, do gender segregation and prepare our men for defense. And then unify the population to determine who rules. But unfortunately, a stupid, naive Igbo man who says he's fighting for Biafra, but yet he's preaching against polygamy. All he wants is that he's pursuing money. He says he's rich because he has paper money in his hand. And this idiot doesn't even have a farmland. This idiot doesn't even have numerous wives. Don't even talk about population, because even with the single one wife he's even practicing birth control. Birth control is limiting the population of the child that comes from you. Yet the idiot says he's fighting for Biafra. The question is, who will fight the war when the war began? Because one thing we must first to understand that no animal who ever entered into the mouth of the lion came out through negotiation.
Literally, what he's trying to say here, because some people now we just pinpoint this place now. He said his idiot is fighting for Biafra. This one is just in general terms. He's talking to the whole Biafrans, not anybody who is sanctioning or who is calling. Who is leading the struggle. No, in general terms, that we Biafrans have gone against where we're supposed to stand as a root. Because if the population we have in the southeast, is enough to stand up on our feet, we cannot be saying, an Igbo man will come out now and say, we need to rehearse with the northerners so that we can win presidency, or so that we can get our bills in the National Assembly being read. It's because of all these things. And you see them in the National Assembly, they have more population than the ones who are supposed to be the majority. But now the majority now turn to become minority. Why the minority now are the majority? Because of they manufacture children like where they manufacture chewing-gum. Are you hearing me? So that is the point he's trying to make here. So let not nobody come down and say he's calling Biafrans, or maybe he said, oh, he's calling Simon Ekpa, or Nnamdi Kanu, or Ngozi Orabueze an idiot. In general terms, he is an Igbo also, and he's also a Biafran. So let us not make it now like an attack. It is not an attack. He's talking to me, he's talking to you, he's talking to everyone that is concerned about the Biafran liberation.
No, sir. Nothing taken by violence can ever be recovered through negotiation. So we must discover that what we are doing is to prepare people who will separate men from women, produce children for the ready men for defense of our land. Gender segregation. It's not the man who is going to be fighting with his wife that can come and talk about power. The reason why Igbos lost power is because our eyes has been taken away from our ancestral definition of wealth to pursuing paper money. But money is not wealth. Money is just a mind agreement of the people, a collective mind agreement of the people, backed up with the government, and this will represent wealth. In the days of our ancestors, a man is justified that he is wealthy because we look at the house of Mazi Okeke. Mazi Okeke has 4 wives and 27 children, and all of them are eating very, very powerfully. We now said Mazi Okeke is wealthy. His stomach doesn't depend on anybody. He fueled a population and a family. Today, our eyes have been taken away from that definition of wealth, and now definition of wealth become a young man with 1 wife and 2 children who has as many money as he wants. We now says we are rich, that the Hausas are poor. Are you joking? What is your definition of poverty and wealth? You are talking about Biafra when you have not first built the home. The first thing is to go and build the home. And to build the home is to bring back polygamy, bring back gender segregation, produce kids, so we can come with the collective ideology of readying men for connecting men to the ground. Because until men is connected to the ground, men cannot fight to defend the ground. It's called dominana. Polygamy are the apex of it. An African stupid naive Igbo man who says he's fighting for Biafra but is against polygamy fails to understand that a man with 4 wives and 27 kids will forever defeat, enslave and colonize a man with 1 wife and 3 children. It is the ability of understanding that Igbo that our ancestors told us is not a joke. They understand the principle of power of numbers. And this power of numbers will first connect us to the ground. If Biafran will start today, my brother, if they block our food of chain from Benue, supplying us yam and all food importation, we will die. Even hunger alone will finish Igbos. Hunger will kill us. And why is it so? It is because monogamy is automatic pulling of the people away from the farm and then putting their eyes on money. But polygamy is connection of the people to the ground to produce food. People who can produce food can't fight. Hunger will kill more than the bomb and the ammunition will kill. When the war starts, the first thing the enemy targets is not the bank. When war starts, the first thing the enemy targets is not the money. What they target is to block the inflow of food in the land of their enemies. And so if they block the inflow of food in Southeast this afternoon, within 1 month, hunger will kill all of us. Because the culture we have taken takes away people from the farmland. That is monogamy. Monogamy is the most devilish evil that happens in the culture of Igbo land. So we need to go back to that production of food. That culture that connects us to the ground. There is no way you can have 3 wives and be buying food in the market. It's impossible. And there is no way we can have that population of children that will not begin to think about our communal spirit, because monogamy is unselfishness. You that is preaching for Biafra, but you are fighting against polygamy. You are just a naive, naked idiot. You are just a man who doesn't have the soundness of ideology that the world is a battleground. It's not a place of joke. It's something you can get by negotiation. You are a joker. You are a joker. Open your mind and accept the truth. That when your ancestors told you that they were not joking, they understood there was a principle that connects us together as a communism. Because polygamy is built on communism, collectual progress of everybody. You say an man today, he's doing pass. If you come and if he has too many customers, he will pick some of the pass and give his brothers. Because the communal polygamy connects all man that we are a bunch. But in an Igbo man is doing POS here, and another Igbo man come and put POS, he will pursue that one, he will start fighting that one. Because monogamy is selfish capitalist individualism spirit. Bring back our polygamy, like money and power, which rules the world.
So I think this message is as very pure as it ought to be, depending on your own understanding, because everybody will act based on his or her understanding. And I come to understand that this life, that the way Echoke understand things might be quite different from the way Okafor understand things. And that is a diversity in understanding according to my own dictionary. But anyway, let us have more discussions at the comment section. Michael Ume said, all you said is right, but I want you to know that we are in 21st century. Population works during warfare was then, not now. Nigeria with over 200 million population can't even defeat Israel with less than 100 million in population. All you have to advise Igbos now is to be productive, both agriculture, technology, innovative, and creativity. There's no need of a birthing community without anything to come out from them. A country with a population of 5 million who are adequately equipped with agriculture, technology, and creativity must defeat a country with more than 800 million population without any creativity. Abi, all you have to preach to our Igbo brothers is to be creatives. Let's try and use our sense to create something. Let's embrace technology. Let them be ahead of us in population, but let's be ahead of them in creativity and technology. Okay? James David said, Oga, fighting war is not by population, it is by material and strategy. As it stands now, Israel can fight 5 countries, including Nigeria, join together and defeat them. Also remember, money can buy every production and manufacture every production. If today UK remove hand from backing Nigeria, Nigeria will be a dead nation in the hand of Biafra. Even with their population, you talk about so. Bro, wisdom and money rule the world. Bible said money answered all things. You get why. Bible never mentioned the importance of population. Stupid using abusive words on your people. Thanks. Okay, sorry. Stop using abusive words on your people. Thanks. Obara Franklin is a Facebook wise man. Use that your knowledge to make money. Colval TV said, how old were you when you realized that you can copy comments by tapping it 3 times? Kenny Obiora said, money has power too. You need to define which kind of power you are referring to. There is economic power, there is political power, there is bottom power. There is solar power, there is scientific power, there is also juju power, etc. Be more specific. That is what this our brother talk. James David said, my brother, it doesn't take much children to overcome or win war. Winning war is a strategy as long as this generation is concerned. Remember, Finland fought war with Russia and they became a separate nation. Israel is a small nation, not even half of Nigeria. Half of Nigeria population. But they will destroy Nigeria within a week. And you should know, without UK supportive to northern Igbos, to northern Igbos who have won Biafra war. And believe you me, bro, if today UK off hands or from backing Nigeria government, today and eventually war starts, mark my words, Igbo will win hands down and have their victory recorded in no time. Well, my people, I think I will need to just call it a quit here. Got a lot of comments here. I'm not going to take it all. But I can also advise you, if you want to get more of this, just log on to your Facebook and get to Inhedi, the light of Africa. Inhedi, the light of Africa. Many other clips you are going to watch that will energize your soul. It is not entirely you must believe in everything he says, But words are meant to be preached, or also message are also meant to be preached. So it depends on you to choose the one that suits you, that energize you, and also that give you the wisdom that you are looking for. That is the way I understand everything. Okay, my people, now you go take a break, like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. My name is Sidiman Ukulora, One Nation, Kemesiano.